guys, it's me Jenna with White Witch Parlour, and today I wanted to discuss Imbolc, the Witches' Sabbath and Gaelic festival, which falls sometime between the winter and spring equinox. It's usually held on February 1st or January 31st to bring in this new time of spring, and it is a time when we start to see the first signs of spring and new life coming about. So you might be around your neighborhood and notice some new flowers and plants starting to blossom through the snow. During this time we can begin to witness new life being grown and new beginnings really starting to flourish, and it's such a beautiful time when we can really plant our new seeds of intentions and what we want for the year to come. This is a time when we can start to fully embrace that light that's coming back with the spring so close, because January can be such a harsh time for many people with the coldness and the darkness. Following the winter solstice, you'll find yourself coming out of this depression and starting to want to get out more, starting to want to change and transition and transform yourself before this new spring starts. Many of us will notice we want to start dieting and exercising, knowing that the summer season is right around the corner, and some of us might just want to do something like change the decor around our home or our own wardrobes. And it's something that's within us because we are so connected with nature that when these first signs of new life and fertility start to blossom, we also tend to blossom with it. The buried seeds of intentions that we once planted are now beginning to sprout with new hope as the snow begins to slowly melt away throughout the February month. This is a time when we really get to recharge our batteries because the sun is staying out longer and things are starting to blossom as the snow is melting. This is a festival of light and new life, fertility and abundance. We're not quite yet at the spring equinox, but why not start celebrating it early? Many people like to worship the sun at this time and Goddess Bree or Saint Bree because of all the goodness and abundance that is now starting to really flow into our lives. Saint Bree or Goddess Bree is known for her fertility and the abundance that she brings with her. In Gaelic tradition, she used to visit households and bless the homes with her new hope and joy and prosperous fertility. She was known to help pull people's spirit out of the cold dark of winter and lift their hopes and dreams into the light of new life. This seasonal celebration was later adapted to Northern America, also known as Groundhog Day. This is a time of weather divination, so it's also a time where we work with our third eye. And if you notice with the seasons, they do follow our chakras as well. So Yule is closely tied to our crown chakra and opening up to this extreme awareness of divine and open to oneness and kind of working from a clean slate. Now we move down to the third eye chakra, where everything is about awakening to your higher self, being psychically intuitively inclined to your highest good, and really making that connection with nature and understanding it. Spirit works through many different ways, and nature is one of them. So with Imbolc being such a time of divine purity and us sprouting new life, we can also sprout new psychic awareness. This practice of weather divination in Gaelic traditions was where the whole town would come and gather around the hole of a badger or a groundhog and wait for it to emerge. If it emerged, we knew that spring was here, and if it did not, then it was for them to know that winter was going to last just a tad bit longer and that they needed to hold their hopes high as they finished getting through this dark season. So now that I gave you a little bit of history on this wonderful holiday, I'd like to share with you 5 simple ways that you can celebrate it, whether you choose to practice this season alone or with loved ones, or if you are part of a coven or any kind of gathering or group that makes you feel good, then go on and do it. And these are 5 simple ways that you can have fun with others or alone like I do. First way you can celebrate Imbolc is by actually planting your new seeds of intentions, and I mean this by physically planting some seeds in a pot, taking some pot with soil and getting your hands dirty and planting some new flowers or plants so that they will blossom for the spring. As you plant each seed, set your intentions with them. Maybe even bury a little list of things that you feel you want to accomplish for the rest of this year. This may seem like such a simple act, but when you add a candle and some incense and some good music and you start planting those seeds, you will see how beautiful it is when Lammas comes around and you're able to reap what you sow. Tip number 2 on how to celebrate Imbolc is spring clean or early spring clean your house. The early bird gets the worm, and what better way to spring clean early while it's still dark and cold outside. Use your time now to rearrange things, make things fresh and exciting for you so that when spring does come, you're ready to get out there and enjoy it with every moment that you have, rather than spending your time inside dusting and moving furniture around. Start getting rid of the clutter now. Because February is now among us, and if you find yourself getting really tired of the cold and the darkness outside, then do something special in a warm space. In the inside of your home, light a cozy fire, set a great ambiance, light some candles, put a space heater out if you don't have a fireplace. Be creative and start really embracing that warmth and start really visualizing spring and all the things that are going to be coming with it. While you do this, you can make a list of intentions so that you can really start sowing those seeds, because if you can't plant the physical seeds, you can still set those intentions. And if you do it in this really warm ambience setting, you will find yourself really manifesting something deeper from within you. Instead of it being superficial, you will really start digging deeper and figuring out what it is you actually want for this following year to come. You can also go outside and do a bonfire, sit with some friends, share your ideas with each other. If you have the means to do this, I really encourage this, because you will find that this warmth and this fiery glow will get you excited for the warmth that is going to come. Because Imbolc is also known as Candlemas, set aside some time for tip number 4 and do a candle rituals. Do some candle magic, some candle spells, and really set those intentions again. So you take the candles of any color of your choosing that is tied or associated to the desire that you're seeking, and work with that. Let's say, for example, you want to work more from the heart and you want to learn to love yourself more, love others, attract more love and happiness and just joy and universal love all around. Go with the color green or pink and light a pink or green candle, and you can go ahead and anoint it with some oil. You can dress it with some herbs crushed up finely into a powder, and you can do all these things all by yourself or with others. And while you're doing this, you set your intentions. And again, this is all about healing and setting those intentions and really making space and opening new doorways for the spring. Start saying goodbye to the winter. Start making peace with the winter so that you can move on to warmer environments and happier moments in your life where you can get out and really embrace nature and all that it has to offer. This is a festival of light. This is a time for us to embrace the sun and the life that it brings with it. This abundant energy is going to recharge our spirit. So take note of this and start getting ready to say farewell, winter, because spring is so close, and now you'll finally be able to get out and walk around barefoot and get some good grounding action. The 5th way to celebrate Imbolc is cleanse yourself, cleanse your space. Because you did a little bit of spring cleaning, if you did tip number 1 or 2, then you will also want to cleanse yourself and cleanse your space. You can smudge your space, you can give yourself a good ritual cleansing bath and go into a really beautiful meditation. A lot of these things are not as complicated as people might think, and it might seem too simple to some, but many of us forget to set aside any time for ourselves to just reconnect with the seasons and nature and spirit and all the blessings that are in our lives. So if you take a moment to just sit in the bathtub while you're soaking and cleansing your aura and cleansing your spirit and your mind of all the impurities and all the negative thoughts and self-doubt, you'll find yourself that you're opening up a new doorway to abundance. And you are blessing yourself and everyone around you when you do this, because you're bettering yourself. And when you do that, you can help others in return. Work with salt during this season to help you cleanse. Work with sage. Work with uplifting scents like orange, lavender to calm your mind. Work with colors of purple and sometimes even a little hints of blue. But purple, you'll also find some of the tulips that start sprouting are in colors and shades of purple, as well as the chrysanthemums and all these beautiful things that start popping up. And this is nature's way of telling us it's time to really work with our third eye chakra. And that is another thing you can do when you're in the bath, is focus energy up to your third eye and maybe give your third eye a massage to really open up and activate that energy so that you can be more intuitive to your own path and really understand where it is you need to go in life. So that's it, guys. You can make it as technical or simple as you want. You can add candles and incense and resin and herbs and all the kind of witchy tools that you desire, or you can just be very minimal and do it with yourself and your own energy and just really work to cleanse yourself, heal yourself, so that you can really open yourself up to the spiritual higher self, the spiritual awakening, and all the beautiful energy that can be absorbed by you. It's not always negative that we absorb, and we need to learn to pull that in and use this season to do that. It is better when you embrace the seasons and use the rest of February and these last few weeks of the cold of winter to start making plans for spring. Give yourself something to look forward to. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, you can always give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out, guys. You can always subscribe to my channel for more videos. You can share it with your friends and loved ones to give them a little bit of education. If you are coming out of the broom closet and you want to educate your family and friends on what it is you're actually practicing, and it's not evil, it's something beautiful, sacred, and ancient. And if you want to share it with those people, please do. It might brighten their day if they didn't understand it already, and it's like a little gift that you give to them. So I love you guys so very much, and I hope that you come back to the next video. Brightest blessings to you all, and have a beautiful, blessed week. Bye.